Sunday morning, 6 a.m. Our 2-year-old Sees Courage will breeze 4 furlongs, half a mile this morning. And the first thing we're going to do is check his weight. We'll also check Nearcholus's weight. And there's Sees Courage, still yawning. He's not quite awake yet. And there's Nearcholus, and he's ready to get his treat. He gets a little treat when he gets on that scale. Our 2 colts have been trained to get up onto this big scale here by giving them a carrot or some other kind of treat, and they really look forward to getting that treat first thing in the morning. That's Nearcholis trying to get our attention, get me to hurry up and get that thing ready.
What happened to the
He doesn't want to wait for the beach. And the Nearcholis weighs in at 1,110 pounds this morning.
Hold on.
And that's
I've got more.
roughly what he weighs on a regular basis at this point in his training. He'll probably come down a little bit, probably a little under 1,100 pounds once he's ready to race.
All right, get your stuff from here. For the other guy.
Sees Courage is a little more particular about treats than Nearcholis is. He will not get on that scale for a carrot, even though he likes them. He prefers that handful of sweet grain that he gets. It's got a little molasses in it in his regular feed, so he will play that card for all it's worth. See, he will not get on that scale until you give him the right treat. And then he, like a jockey, will kind of leave one foot off and make himself look about 200 pounds lighter than he really is. So you'll see me have to push him over to get him up on the scale with all 4 feet and get a true reading. See? There he is. He's got 1 foot off the scale. He'll fool you.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Attaboy. Okay, here, give it to him.
More. It's a word in my hand.
I'm trying to find your hand.
And Sees Courage weighed in at 988 pounds this morning. That's about 10 pounds less than he normally weighs, but we reduced his hay intake for the last about 36 hours, and he lost about 10 to 12 pounds. We wanted to reduce that weight a little bit for this breeze. He'll gain that weight back pretty much overnight. It takes about 24, less than 48 hours, and he'll have that weight back on. So next thing I do is check the temperature, make sure that he's feeling okay, because he can't tell you if he's a little bit off. And his temperature was normal this morning, 100 degrees and a fifth. That's right on the money, so we're good to go to work. So now we get him cleaned up and ready to go, and first thing we do is comb his forelock and his mane, and since he likes to do that, as you can see, Sees Courage just loves to have that done. And now we're putting the tack on. There's a yoke that goes around his neck between his front legs and attaches to the girth. A lot of riders like to have that handy to grab onto if they need it. It also has an attachment that helps keep their head down, works in conjunction with the reins. It's a saddle cloth and an old-fashioned felt saddle pad. They're much better at dissipating heat, and they do a good job of distributing the weight. I'm also putting a black wool yarn crocheted pommel pad right over the withers to give him a little extra padding there. It's a weight-bearing point that needs some extra protection. Now we'll put the saddle on. You'll see the girth hanging down below there, and then we'll slide that girth through a loop in the yoke, which was the first piece of equipment we put on. This is a beautiful old saddle, about 40 years old. I've been using it for about 10 years, and it was discarded. I pulled it out of a garbage can and cleaned it up. It's a full tree saddle. It's got a lot more support, about twice as many square inches of weight distribution, and a little more comfortable for the horse, but it's a very hard seat for the rider, and a lot of guys don't care for that, but it's all about the horse, not the guy sitting on it. And the last thing we put on is the bridle. This is our special lightweight bridle from New Zealand. It's made of synthetic materials, very strong. It's about 2/3 of the weight of a leather bridle, and it's got a nice comfortable titanium bit. So this is some pretty high-tech equipment. Weight savings of any kind is always a good thing, especially towards the end of a race when you're getting tired. What?
They took my horse early and jogging.
So what's up?
I don't know, I'm trying to find a rider. I'll take my kid if I have to. If not, I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. You have a rider and everything?
Yeah, he's supposed to be here. Yeah, Chilo's coming.
They're checking him up now.
But you just jogged?
That's all I did is just jog. But,
Yeah,
you know, my groom is not, I have a horse in today. So I had it on my truck.
I just cringe every time I put him up on the horse because his back doesn't straighten out, you know. That's a long couple course.
Get him up there.
The other horse had somebody else.
This baby, when we work him, I work another one. And the kid that the guy was doing, he told him back. At 8 points in Santa Anita. We're gonna stop. Yeah. I thought so. So the day was good. They put me and him, put me inside. That's why I was out there. They all just put me inside. It was good. Yeah, but probably the other horse is not that. No, it's what I'm saying. This day then, I said this time I'm gonna hit it like that. The baby when it was practice, they're gonna practice the horse there. I put him in the heat. Oh, him for twice. Can he take off, man, and stay with the other horse? Look at the road. They weren't good. What did he get?
This was the third, fourth furlong. So he's got 5 horses.
Oh, no, this is...
Yeah,
They're
he's...
blowing.
Huh?
They're blowing.
It's not, but yeah.
So that was a good work. 50 seconds and 2/5. It was reasonable on this track. Would have liked a little faster, and he's got a little more learning to go through as regarding competing with another horse. But overall, a real nice work.